Well, thanks for coming, everyone. We have a small team. Well, actually, the majority of our team from the TSP here on the table. Vasileios, Wendy, myself, Bram, and, Kevin, you know. So, and we, 2 weeks ago, was it?
I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah, already.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weekends ago, we participated in the TSP DIY. But maybe you have to tell us first, Kevin, what is TSP?
Yeah, TSP. So TSP stands for the Speed Project, DIY for do it yourself. The Speed Project is usually a race that occurs in March every year, at least for a couple of years now. It's on invitation only, and it's a relay race that is from Los Angeles to Las Vegas with a couple of friends and team running crews around the world that are invited, especially for this crazy relay race. And the little things to say is that it's a 550 kilometer relay race through the desert day and night.
Yeah, I was about to add that maybe people don't know how long the distance from LA to Las Vegas is, but it's 550 kilometers.
It's quite a bit.
Hot desert, mountains,
and cool
crazy.
desert as well in the night at night, of course.
Also true. Yeah.
And the record time for this race was, I think last year, actually, 2019. And it was 31 hours and 15 minutes. I think it was by Trek Smith. I'm not sure about this anymore. Anyway, and they decided because of obvious reason this year to do it another style. So basically every team around the world or solo runners could do it wherever they want and have the same starting time and the same finish time and have to cover as many kilometers as possible during that time.
Yeah, and the time they took was the best time that they ever had for that race. So
exactly.
31 hours and 15 minutes, which we also ran. Woohoo!
Yeah, and that's actually
good memories, isn't it?
That's actually why we wanted to do this, because it was a fun idea, fun concept. And when we got the message from the Speed Project themselves on Instagram, I was especially super excited because that's a race I've been following for quite some years. And now I thought okay, we have to build up a team and do something together with the community here. And there's a lot of runners. And then we thought about the Girls Running Squad.
Yeah,
that we actually didn't know you before.
We didn't know each other.
And we are quite new in town with our running crew. But we thought this is the perfect occasion to get in touch and also do something together. So then we got in touch with you and Karin. And from then onwards, we started to build up a team. And
maybe let's introduce our team quickly.
Let's
start with Vasileios.
Thank you. My name is Vasileios Kambakis. I'm from Greece. I met Kevin and Vipke with the Utrecht project running team. And they said to me about the competition, about the experience, and they had one last position.
Yeah, last spot. Yeah,
the last spot empty, almost the same day, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was in the morning.
The same day, and I said, why no? I like new experience, also ultra experience, a lot of hours.
True.
Yeah, because that's something also worth mentioning, that you are an ultra marathon runners. So your usual distance is 100 and 160, 170. You just said K.
Yeah, from 80 kilometers and and more.
Still, it's extreme. So
quite
perfect candidate to have in a team for sure. But then we have Wendy also.
Yes. Wendy, I run for 10 years now, and also I have the crew Girls Running Squad with Karen, and we do that for the squad is there for almost 6 years now.
Oh,
so
that's a
long time. Yeah.
And we run every Monday, and you guys, we follow each other already on Instagram, I think, for quite a time, and then you said to. What do you want to join?
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah, we were desperately because we received this invitation. We were like, oh my God, we wanted to take part, but who is crazy enough to run for 31 hours?
That was the question.
There was several criteria. Who is crazy enough, but who is also physically able? Because you can have maybe a team of 7 people, but if then 3 people are falling out throughout the race, you are left with 4. It's so.
Although we want to have fun, we want to go also for competition part of it. So.
Yeah. But it's also it's not fun anymore if only 4 people are left running.
Yeah.
So.
Indeed.
Or at least now from our experience talking. So, I followed you actually already before we had our run club, and was aware of your existence. And I was saying to Kevin, like, they have such a big community, and I see them running a lot. Probably they are in for it, so let's just ask.
Yeah, and we also reach out to our CrossFit community, CrossFit friends at Unscared CrossFit here in Utrecht. And you are one of the
CrossFitter.
That usually are said to hate running. So what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, because there is a group of runners actually. In our box.
The few people that do
so actually a few people already also signed up there, right? Andre was one of it, but he couldn't make it. But I was already preparing for New York Marathon this year, but it got canceled. So I was already
in good shape, ready to do something.
So and I always want to do something, a challenge every year, sport wise. So I thought, well, if I'm not running a marathon, maybe this is a
good alternative.
A good alternative, because I was really curious about how does it feel to run that long hours, but then and also in a team. Yeah. And also, how do you recover? How fast your body recovers? I think more that kind of
the unknown,
challenge.
Different kind of challenge. Yeah, indeed.
Because I did a few marathons before, and you know how it feels, but it's just like you're really prepared to do that. Like you slept really well, and you just run for around
however
4
long
hours.
it takes.
Exactly, and then you're done. But this is really like you go run and stop and run and stop. And I was just really curious to know how it feels.
Indeed. Yeah.
We have 4 more runners in our teams. Like in total, we were 9 that we participated. The other 4 couldn't make it for tonight, but we want to mention them, of course. It's Karin, also from the girls running squad. And it's Rosanne, who we also know from CrossFit. And she was I knew that she was doing a trail run of 30K in the beginning of the year before Corona.
And she did a relay run before.
Yeah, she did.
A Ropa run.
Yeah, she had actually some experience with relay runs.
Just like Tom, who's not here tonight. Also from CrossFit as well. Yeah.
And also enthusiastic runner. He also joined us for some sessions. And
Yvonne.
Yvonne, exactly. Yeah.
Trail runner as well.
Trail runner as well.
Crossfitter.
So that's...
we had a good team. We can say we had a good team.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So let's actually talk about that.
Yeah, because what you just mentioned, only 2 people actually had experience with relay style. That was Tom and Rosanne, which are not here, but we all did not really know what was expecting us. No.
Well, I heard from some friends, who did the relay run before that. Of course, it was really about strategy. If you run with a group, then basically you have to have a strategy. When do you want to run and when do you want to rest? Yeah. So the question is how long you take a rest, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, if you have few hours in between, you can sleep, right? For 2 hours. So it was kind of that kind of strategy that I was really trying to get information but to be honest, it was more like, I'll do it and then let's see how it goes. Yeah. But I was really, actually was really happy with the team that everybody was really in good spirit. Yeah. It was really, I don't know, I didn't feel tired at all. I mean, of course, tired, but mentally,
I think mentally clouded your experience.
Well, all the adrenaline.
The mentally, of course. I mean, the last few rounds, it was like, okay, but then again, to see everybody is like, he's still running really fast. The pace is still the same. I thought like, okay, I have to do at least, the same pace. But, so it was very, very nice atmosphere, very motivating as well, very inspiring to see other people
I think
running.
You're the only one. You did faster the night.
I was really fast.
The day.
In the morning, I was my fastest one in the morning at 7 after, It was crazy. Yeah.
But maybe also because your friends were there.
Yeah, because my partner was there.
That's pushing.
That's pushing. You want to show off.
Exactly. I'm going to show you. No, but it was, I think, that was one of the surprises that I had. It's really in the morning. I thought after, because I don't know how many rounds we had. 4 or 5 rounds
in the morning
already.
And it was 4, sorry.
And then you didn't sleep that well, and we had a lot of rain at night.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I had a lot of rain.
You and Yvonne, right? Yeah. Had to go through the rain.
Yeah.
That was my fastest run.
And I can imagine.
Yeah,
Just
the
wanna
fastest
go
to go back.
You just want to get to the headquarters as fast as possible.
Yeah. I had actually a complete opposite. I was nearly crying during the night because I had to get up for runs. I was so tired. I was really like, why are we doing this? This is horrible. Why would you even I couldn't understand myself anymore.
Why we paid for this?
And why did we actually pay for
You're the organizer. Good thing that you didn't say that, because if you said it,
Well, I said it to Vasileios. Vasileios and Kevin were awake at this time.
Did you actually record a video of that? Because she was asking me.
No. I didn't make video, but it was, we lost this.
It was a precious moment. I was on the edge of my capabilities. I really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was not good in that side. Like in the morning, I really was also then one of my best friends, Anna, came by and she joined me for a round. And I kind of have to say I really used that situation because I knew that she was like very positive and be like, yes, this is awesome. You can do this. I let all my negativity out to her. I was like, I'm tired. My legs are heavy. I don't want to do this. And she was like, no, you can do this. I believe in you. You're going really strong. So like she really... I made use of her, and like afterwards I felt like, oh, this wasn't nice, because if you tell yourself it's hard, of course it's hard. If you tell yourself like, hey, you can do this, then it's easier. Yeah. So from that point onwards, I realized that I was dragging myself down, and I really focused more on being positive.
But it's also easier because the next day is actually starting, the sun is rising, and your body's also more awake in a way. And you're ready to tackle this last day, because the middle of the night with the rain, being tired, having like maybe 20 minutes of sleep. Well, some had more, but I personally had probably 30 minutes of sleep overall. I was feeling tired, but I knew I would just need to overcome this night period. But then again, it's hard because it's the middle of the night. You're tired. You just ate a good pizza, but you're like, it's not enough, and you're like,
Yeah,
but I like the runs, the night runs, because it's dark and there were drunk people and they're waving, and I think
there were a lot of people like shouting to us like, oh, what are you guys doing? It's 1 o'clock. Why are you running?
Maybe to give a quick explanation, we did the race. We are all based in Utrecht. We did the rounds that we run in Utrecht. We started in Het Lint, this Maxima Park. It's close by the city center, but it's a big park and has like a kind of road-like circle around it, and it's like really just for cyclists, runners, skate persons.
Pedestrian.
Yeah, and so it's really nice. We covered that during the day, like 8K rounds during the day, and then in the evening we went to the city center because there's no light in the park, and for security reasons we wanted to have light. And we actually also counted a little bit on the drunk people to encourage us and cheer for us. We were hoping for that, so that happened happily. And then in Utrecht, you have the single. So running around that, it was 5K, 5.5.
Almost 6,
Yeah, something
almost
like
6. Yeah.
Almost 6. And then next day we went back to Het Lint at Maxima Park and did then smaller rounds just because we were tired. Maybe also a quick recap. We did in total with 9 people, 380
something
kilometers, 81, 82, something like that.
Yeah.
With an average pace, I know that for sure, for 4 minutes and 56 kilometers, minutes per kilometer.
Which is also the same average as mine in total.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was.
I'm the average.
You set the pace.
I set the pace.
But now we are said already a little bit of our experience, but why the fuck would we want to do this? Why?
Well, I think everybody has a different motivation. I know for myself that it was, like I said, I was following the speed project for a while, and usually it's a different thing to do from a city to another. So you really relay a place to another, and you go through a travel in a way, with the car and whatever.
You have a destination.
You have a destination and a trip that you're going, and so it's different. But still, I think like you, I was also curious to see what can my body do. How tired am I gonna be? Also, there's the whole team and atmosphere fact of being with friends and people like sharing the same goals and like the same passion for running. But I think I was also curious in a way to be like, okay, I know the running part is fun and the community thing is fun, but I also want to know how fucked up am I going to be at the end? How long can I run? Well, for me, it didn't add up well, but I was curious about this, especially.
Yeah, I'm honestly like afterwards, I'm not sure why. I think I was really just carried away by your enthusiasm to do this. And it was super fun. And I don't regret doing it. But I think until the actual event, I did not completely realize what I was actually doing.
Well, I think all of us didn't
probably.
know.
Yeah.
Just signed up for it. Like, that's fun. Let's do it.
This is
fun.
the best part, eh?
Yeah.
Leave it for later.
Yeah.
Every time when I book a competition, also long, when I started to do 40 mount trail running and I said, okay, I will do 80. I'm not really sure if I took enough time to think about this.
Yeah.
I just booked the competition and leave it. Will come.
But I think that's also the best attitude, right? I mean, you just want to get a...
If you think so much, after you think, okay, 100 miles, oh, it's too long. Oh, you need to prepare. You need leave it. Leave it on the side.
Just sign up and then the rest will come.
Step by step.
And you just have to do it. Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, and also for me, it was because we're doing it in a team. I felt like, well, I'm not going to do it myself. Like, I do my best.
Yeah.
And let's see, and
team effort.
If exactly. Yeah. And there will be always someone that can,
cover for me.
Cover whatever. But after a while, I thought, like, I'm ready to cover everyone now. That's I mean, the team aspect is also very interesting.
It's very different than a normal run because then it's alone part and now it's a team effort.
Yeah, I really had also during the race, saying it again, like the next day in the morning, I had quite some issues and there was also a moment like, I can't do it anymore. I said it to Kevin as well. And then he said to me, well, then just ask if we can change the schedule. And I said like, no, I don't. Like, I can't know. Like, I would not dare to do it because you don't want to like let your team down. Of course, if you are getting injured at something else, then you physically can't. But just because you don't really want to, that's like not a good enough reason to not do it. Because of course we are all tired. We all don't want to.
Then shut
go
up
for
and
another
go.
one. What?
Then shut up and go.
Well, that's what I did in the end. I just complained.
No, but at the end, it was also a team effort because at the end we improvised as well, right? Because we were planning to run a bigger round at the end.
Yeah.
And then we decided as a team, okay, I think we can perform better if we run a shorter round. Yeah. And we did that.
Yeah.
And
then we did for sure much better.
Exactly.
If we had to do the 8, the smaller round was perfect.
Yeah.
4.5?
It was something, 4.5.
It was really good to press more.
Yeah, exactly.
And also rest less. I think it's better because otherwise you have the 5 hours to
also,
rest.
No one slept during the day.
No, exactly.
Also the first and the second day, no one. Just some relax.
Yeah.
Better also.
I think also, it's better.
Mm. Yeah, but I think it was as a team we supported each other really well, and also because when everyone is running, someone else biking.
Yeah, that was one of the rules that nobody is running alone. There's always
the
a bike support.
Was I think it helped a lot with the pace.
Yeah.
Because naturally the bike is going to go faster than you are, even though the person on the bike is trying to keep it down on the pace. You will probably push just naturally to be like faster in the bike also. I don't know. For me, it was a push for sure.
We also had some amazing pacers.
Yeah. People joining running, friends.
Yeah. There was Tufik from our running crew, and like I covered the part from Maxima Park to the city center the first evening. Well, there was only one time. And he really, we were quite a good pace and I didn't look at my watch at all. But then there were the last 3 kilometers coming and I actually checked and I saw that I was at a 5:0 pace, which is for me like crazy. But then you're already so far. And then he like was really saying, come on, Wiebke, last 3 kilometers, you can do it. Like was very good in pushing. And also the next day he pushed Vasileios. And
he helped me a lot.
Yeah.
I was so tired, but I had him like to press more. And after I pressed more.
Yeah.
We had like...
and your boyfriend was also coming, right?
Yeah, my boyfriend. He joined the first day. He joined Karen and me. And also the next day.
Yeah.
Also Karen and me. 2 rounds.
Yeah.
It was very cool. And also, it was nice to have someone running with you and just said, you can do it. Go on, almost there.
Yeah.
It helps.
And he was also a really good pacer because he was, well, obviously he was, he could run, he could have run faster, but he pushes you really, because I was biking with you and then you see that he was really helping you in getting a higher pace.
He ran like 10 meters before me.
Yeah.
So every time I had to catch him up.
That's nice. That's the best way.
Yeah.
But I think the paces are very important, and we just mentioned it, but it reminds me of Jay Catterall that we had in the last episode, and he was talking about, not in the episode, but we talked about this on the race when he did the 200K, that for him, having new people coming along the race, fresh minds, fresh people with like not carrying all what happened before all the kilometers, just people fresh and be like, hey, I'm starting now, I'm going to push you. That really helped him. And I think it's exactly what happened for us, having people, not only friends and everything, but just people fresh joining, ready to run for the first or second time only. And this is really pulling you to be like, okay, I'm gonna make it up for the pace and everything else. So good help for sure.
Definitely. And also at night we had Alexander and Tufik.
Yeah. They both joined.
It's very nice that they joined at night, because I thought that's the hardest part.
Tim as well, actually. I think he.
Yeah, Tim Kickstar also. He ran with Rosanne, and also I now have to lie. Maybe I think Ilse or like some friend of hers also joined doing the night on the bike. And we had quite some good support group. And then especially the longer the race came on, the more messages I received via WhatsApp and Instagram, like, oh my God, I wasn't aware that this was as big as it was. And people are asking where we were and then joining us. Chris, for example, and other people, some could not make it, but at least supported us with some wishes over Instagram.
Yeah.
So
also ran today passed by.
Yeah. Gerald. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, I missed that. I probably was running at that moment.
You were running. Yeah, Gerald stopped by saying hi. He was training, doing something personal training, but he stopped by and had a chit chat with us. That was fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But let's talk preparation, because we all did not do anything like this before. Well, we have someone here on the table doing... for you, it was like just another run probably, but and you were anyway training for the marathon, so you were also kilometer-wise quite some good.
Yeah.
But Wendy, Kevin, myself...
But I even think that even for both of you, it's different, the experience, because you can prepare the mileage, you can go up and be like, okay, I can cover a certain distance for marathon and more. But since it's a relay style overnight, I don't think, well, the preparation is helping definitely, but it's nothing you can really prepare for.
No, but I did. I switched the strategy because I knew that it's going to be shorter and interval kind of. So I did a lot more intervals at the end. So in terms of volume, I thought like, okay, I have a volume already, so I do not, I don't have to do that. But then it was more the intervals. And I look at the program as well that was suggested by the website. And actually it was more the strength kind of
strength training
for me.
We were also following the program from
Run with the Lab by Coach Blue.
It was in the package that we paid for, like you got free access to the program from TSP. And there were like 3 trainings per week, a long run, a threshold run, and an interval training, or speed sessions they were calling it.
Mechanical speed,
I have to admit that we skipped always the speed sessions with Kevin. This was the only runs that we did not do.
Yeah.
Looking afterwards and listening to your explanation, that would have been a good one to actually include. I think we concentrated more on really getting the mileage in. We too.
I think we also just went with whatever we could do in the program because we thought we could do more.
Oh, sorry, Karin and Wendy, you were running really steady. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Like, what was your preparation?
Well, I did a marathon last year and I should do also a marathon this year. Well, I run very often and also run every Monday. And that's also, I have to be a steady pace for the rest of the group. So I think, I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I guess like it's 5 years of experience.
Yeah, I think that. But I also do the interval trainings. And 2 weeks before it, I did a trail run of 27K.
True.
So that was also my preparation.
Yeah, we have a few runners in our group that are really steady, like Yvonne, Rosanne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like you
extremely
and
steady.
Karin,
Yeah.
you guys are really steady.
Yeah.
In
the
every
paces.
round. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we could plan
I
around
was
this.
surprised also. I thought in the end my pace will go down, but it stays very steady.
Yeah, I wonder if it's then. Well, of course, you have like a little dip in the meaning of like that you still know that you have to go for 20 more hours. That's not very motivating. But in the end, it's definitely easier to go hard again because it's nearly the end. It's the last time or nearly the last time. So that's understandable. But especially in between the hard part, the morning, the early morning, the last 21 hours.
Yeah, I had big problem. I lost like almost 30 seconds per kilometer during the night.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my worst, let's say, pace during the night. But the day again, the first day and the second day, I was okay.
But
Maybe
still,
helps a lot the day, the light. I don't know.
But still, you were faster than we
projected.
before.
Yeah. We do have to give you the credits. Maybe like announce here that you were. We crowned you the pace king of what was your fastest time?
4:03, I think. 4:03.
I thought it was even like 3 something.
4,
No. It was 4:03, 4:11.
Yeah.
And 4:17.
And that for at least
4:17. Something like this.
But Bram, you were not very far, I think, in the pace.
Well, I had for around 4:30, 4:40, around that all the time. There was one that below 4:40.
Yeah.
But then I had one that really slow. It was the one before the last round. It was quite windy.
Yeah.
And I had I felt my
your back,
not my back, but it's just my how do you call it?
Hip.
My hip.
Yeah.
I felt something there. I thought, I still have to run 2 runs. I don't know what's, I was busy with that. But then at the end, it
was fine.
Yeah, it was just fine.
Yeah.
I had to stop. Well, you guys know, maybe the people don't know yet, but I had to stop middle of the night after my 4th run. The run was good. It felt good, but I had knee pain in the left knee and couldn't run anymore. So you guys had to cover for me the rest of the race. But it's strange because it felt good for the first 4 runs. I felt the third was hard. It was at 1 a.m. after pizza, not digested yet. Same as you, I think. You also had this
big problem. Yeah, I don't understand how it's not. Yeah, I asked Tom how he did. He ate the pizza faster than me, and after 30 minutes, he went to run. And he did really good.
Yeah.
How?
That was a boost. That was a boost for him. But for us, maybe it was just too much of weight, just in between. I don't know. And so this one was my slowest in the night, and then the 4th was feeling good again, but then the knee said no. So it was it was disappointing, especially since I was probably the most excited person about the race before.
You're the captain. You're the
planning everything, and I mean it's the game. You play the game. You never know, and we knew that with 9 runners, we would have probably 1 or even 2 injured people. So I just hope it wasn't me, but it was. So it's the game, and I'm super happy we did it anyway.
And happy it happened at night, like at a couple hours.
True. Yeah, I could have injured myself the first run, and I would have cried in that case. But yeah, that was it.
Let's maybe take a little break.
Let's take a little break.
Come back after that. Well, we are back. 1 person less, 4 people left. Bram had to leave us. Unfortunately, he had to go. So, but we still have Vasileios, Wendy, Kevin, and myself, of course. And we will tell you the rest of our experience of TSP DIY in Utrecht.
Indeed. So we talk a bit about the preparation and what experience we have in the past regarding this. And I think now it's also interesting to talk about how did we actually enjoyed this? How did we experience this race? What is the outcome? Would you do it again? Would you change something? Let's have a look at this. So Vasileios, you have quite some experience with long runs. You never did something like that before.
No,
and
the first time.
Yeah. So what would you do differently? What was the outcome for you? How did you like it? What did you not like?
What did you love?
What did you love?
Okay, the best, I think it was the the part of the team.
Yeah.
Like we stayed all together in one place, and we had support. Also, support from the team parts. Also from outside people, they came to help or to just to give some extra energy, fresh energy.
No.
Just the best part. Also, like for me, every time after one competition like this, it's experience. It's not like to run like a marathon. Okay, you finish, you put the medal in a box, and everything is okay, and you go for the next one. But the part of the people you know after all this, and this part of the experience. I mean, for me, this is the more important thing to do all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Because also for the ultra, a lot of times you meet people and you run with people. You meet new people during the night, the day, and after the next competition, you meet again and you make new friends, and this is the big thing.
Yeah, it's completely different kind of connection because I guess it's because we are going together through this pain, but we are still sticking together and do it and encourage each other. Yeah, the team part was really a crazy, nice experience. And we said already, Rosanne texted me just a few days ago saying like, thanks again for the organization and asking if we could meet up just for drinks maybe in a few weeks, which I would really look forward to, just come back as a team and like regularly catch up because we had great experience.
Yeah, the bonding with the people. It's and it's fun because I mean, we didn't know the girls, so Wendy and Karin. We just got in touch for this occasion, of course, and more. But that was the goal. And we knew you for like 2 weeks, but like we saw you 2 times in 2 weeks, maybe. So we didn't know each other.
3 times we did 2 social run, 1 long run.
Probably, so
before.
maybe 3 runs together.
Yeah,
and Bram from CrossFit. So we knew them a little bit more, but again, it's just we met them in CrossFit. We trained together, but we didn't really hang out together afterwards or before. So it was also a nice occasion to get a team of nice people. And then, of course, it's random because you never know. But in our circle, it's usually, you're...
We said before the race, it was, I don't know if we were lucky but they were really, I think, really nice group of people. Like we really matched with each other, like no drama people or difficult people. So like really nice mix and combination to hang out for 31
different
hours.
Kind of people with good connection.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
like
check
running,
one by one, we have completely different feedback or also maybe ages and everything. But
different ages as well. True.
Yeah, and it was a really, really good connection.
That's the beauty of it, that we mix all together.
Yeah, but without to plan this, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like it's happening. Yeah, it's very nice.
I think also I like that everyone respects each other. That's also the good part of the group.
Yeah. That there were some basic rules, like just do your part, basically. And also nobody runs alone. I also appreciated that no matter how tired you were, you never were running alone. You never were left alone. It was always at all points a group experience that someone was cycling beside you. And then if it was Bram that just came back from his run but stepped on the bike to go with me because I had to go or something like this.
I think Bram did the more
cycling?
Support cycling, I think for
did.
sure.
Yes.
That's now a little bit too late. We could have asked him just a moment earlier. But could well be, like I had him a lot on my as support beside me. So
I think I did the most support on the bike.
Yeah,
and I wasn't sure.
Yes. Also, people were looking because you had the camera, and also once at my run, Richard was joining me, and you two on the bike with the camera, and what is this?
What is happening?
It's very,
it's very official.
Very official.
Yeah, that's true.
So everyone was clapping and waving, and
that was nice.
That was cool. But it was with everyone because it looks very official.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, people are like something's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but something's happening.
Yeah. We had also in the end a lot of music on the bikes. So someone was going with the boombox and to like bring the spirit in the race, and did not only help, but this also made people look around and be like, okay, what the fuck is happening here? Why are they running with music and 2 cyclists beside it and a camera and a pacer?
Yeah.
And why is there another round? Another.
Yeah. Again,
runner.
someone with this t-shirt. Like, what the fuck?
And then there's always this guy or this girl, usually it was a guy, like running, passing you like faster.
Yeah.
And you can see he's thinking like, oh, I'm going faster than those guys. Like, and then you're like, yeah, but you have no idea what we're doing. You don't know.
I was actually chatting to 2 people on my rounds. First on the first day. And he was just teeny tiny bit slower than I was. So I slowly caught up with him. And then I was running beside him and was like, hey, what are you doing? He said like, well, I'm going for 11 right now in the moment. I'm at 7K. So I'm like, okay, cool. And he said, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing 31 hours, I said. But of course, corrected directly afterwards that we do it with a team of 9 people. Not myself, 31 hours. But he was really impressed. Like the 2 people that I talked to, they were like, oh, this is amazing. I will come by, because we had this spot at the swimming pool that we were relaying our runners. And he said like, that's amazing. I will come by later and have a chat. So what we mentioned already earlier, I think a lot of people, also people that knew us, were not aware how big it was before it actually happened. So there were also friends that could not join this time, but that texted that they would really like to support us next year, either by running or just being there for us. So
I have also friends who said, oh, that looks cooler than I thought. I want to do it again also.
Yeah.
That's very nice. That's a nice part. Like we inspire people to take part maybe next year or similar runs like the Europa run or social run.
Here to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I wish. Honestly, I wish. First, I wish that we can travel again safely and that things are almost, because probably not back to normal, but almost. But I don't think so. But if we are invited to go to do the actual speed project.
I say from now, I'm in
as well.
But we do
it's maximum of 6 people,
exactly.
right?
We do have to have done a maximum of 6.
Is
guys,
it
2 girls.
really 6 or is it like allowed to do more freestyle things?
Kevin, you know this race better than I do.
Well, I should know by now, and but no, I don't remember. I know that I was following like the elite, so the big teams like Kraftrunners and like basically the top 10 teams. I was following a lot, the big crews, but they were all running at 6 runners, I think.
Yeah, I think but then again, it might be then after the DIY version, because with the DIY version that they did this year, they first introduced different categories. That's how at least I understood it. So the original is 6 runners, 4 guys, 2 girls that run the 550K between LA and Las Vegas. This year, because of Corona, they did DIY. And with DIY, they also introduced more categories. So besides the OG style, they also have a freestyle team. So you can have many runners as you want to, as many different genders as you want to. And that's what we did. We decided to leave it with 9 because otherwise the challenge is kind of gone if you have too many runners, because then you have like, I don't know, 30K or something to cover. And that's not fun.
Yeah, and too much time to rest as well.
Yeah.
Well, we thought in the beginning we did 35 per person. Now we did more than a marathon.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but imagine if we would be 10 people. Like, yeah, but also the fastness comes into it. Well, and then they also had the solo category, but maybe because of DIY this year, they are also introducing new categories.
That's something to see. I know the solo runners, they wanted to make it happen anyway for the actual race. Something they wanted to introduce this year. Didn't happen. They will probably do it for the actual race when the race is actually doable again. Now freestyle, we'll see, but I'm pretty sure the DIY is something that's going to come back.
I think so as well. I saw very positive feedback from them on their Instagram, and they also, I think they finished, either it was a newsletter that they sent out or the last Insta story with see you soon or something like that.
2021 is around the corner. See you soon.
Yeah.
So is it DIY? Is it the normal speed project in March, which I don't think is going to happen? Let's see. But I think the DIY is going to come back.
I think so as well. Cool. It was a success.
I hope it's going to come back. Because then we have a race to look forward and then we can prepare for.
And more time to prepare.
More time to prepare. And we have this experience now that we can use to do better. Especially the run just after the pizza, for example. We can work on that. And maybe create also more teams. I mean, we have 2 amazing crews with the girls running squad and our crew. Why not create even 2 teams to have even more people involved?
And maybe then you also have like more the competition part because you're racing a little bit against each other. So maybe that's also helpful to actually push.
The craft runners, I can't remember the number of teams. Six craft runners, or people who don't know, they have it's a big running crew in Berlin. Very cool guys, very nice guys, and they are quite big in Germany in general in the running crew industry. The world. And this year they had six teams.
6 or 8, I think.
6 or 8 teams, whatever. But they had a big number of teams, mostly in Berlin, but some also in Hamburg and other cities. And it's amazing when you have, first you're representing your crew with different teams. So you're basically all over the leaderboard, which is amazing. But it's also nice because they created this whole... I think it was a co-working space that they used. So they were all hanging out there and running all together. And that's a party. So the more people involved, the more energy you will have and the more you want to push. So yeah, we'll probably not have 6 teams, but if you have at least a second one, that would be fun.
Yeah, that will be very fun.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
But you said preparation would be done differently. What would you then do differently?
More Morton. No, I think we can come back on the Morton thing. What I would do differently, I would begin with what I didn't do well. I think the sleeping part, like I said,
But how do you train this before?
You don't train it, but you prepare it better. My sleeping material was not good enough. I realized that sleeping on the floor without any mattress or anything, or like I had this, when you go to the beach and you inflate your mattress, I had this nice pink one, but didn't help at all. It was terrible.
It's too soft.
It's in a way too soft, and it's just, I can't describe it. It's terrible. So I would have probably slept at least better on the floor. Directly, just with the sleeping bag. But I think next year or next time I'm going to do just that at least better. And the food was okay. I think I had enough energy. And I will, like I said, probably come back on this Morton thing, but I think it helped a lot. And I think
training wise,
interval.
Yeah.
Honestly, I felt good. I felt good during the race. I had paces that
you were fast.
I didn't think I could do it. Of course, when Vasileios was Vasileios was the first runner to start the race at 1 p.m. local time. And then he started like a rocket, and we were like, "Oh, but Vasileios is not too fast. Like, you cannot hold his pace." And he took off, and he held the pace. And when he came back, we were all like, "Fuck, he's fucking fast." And then who was after you?
Rosanne.
Okay, yeah. And then I was the third, and I thought, okay. First run, I want to push. I have too much energy. It has to go out of me. I need to do something, get rid of it. So I pushed and I did this 4:36 pace, which is a good pace.
It's like a personal record for you.
Yeah, it is good. Right? Honestly, it's a good pace. And I was like, okay, that was fun, but I'm not going to make it happen again. And the second run was the same. And I was like, what's happening? I'm not going to survive. And I was, like we said it before, I was surprised by how people in the team managed to push more than we all thought we could imagine. That's incredible. That's incredible. So for that, I would say my training was not too bad. I mean, I could have done way worse. We did a few trainings, maybe not as much as we hoped for, but physically I was feeling okay. I was just tired in the night, but I think like everybody else. So for me, it was just the sleeping part that I wish I could have slept 3 hours and a half like you did. But at the end, didn't change much. Yeah.
I think one different part of training you can do for a relay or ultra, just to more for relay, because we stop day, night. Maybe you can just wake up during the night, do 45 minutes run.
Or maybe in a morning run and an evening run.
Yes, or
maybe 3 times, just
2 or 3
5K.
times, not every day for sure, but
we actually did that.
We did this once. We did in the morning. We did 14K in the morning, and then we did 10 in the evening.
Yeah,
but we also slept literally 3 hours in between. Like we did the 14, we came home, we had breakfast, and then we both were tired. We said like, let's only have a nap. We literally fell asleep for 3 solid hours. We woke up at 5 in the evening, and then we were like, okay, we have to go out again. And beginning was hard to get like going again, but then after a while it was fine.
It felt good.
Yeah. So we did then the other 10K, but I thought after that experience, okay, I will be probably dead because this is usually what happens to me in the weekend when we have an early morning run, that I need to have a nap later on in the day. So I expected that I would be way easier with sleeping, but was sadly not the case. I think I did a record of 1 hour, maybe a little bit more of doing that night. It was just bad timing, lying but still thinking and listening to everything that happened around. Like
hear your voice.
Yeah.
The phone, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I laid on the mat for 2 hours, but not sleeping for 2 hours.
Sleeping,
Yeah.
But that's some rest.
Yeah, it's just rest, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And that's maybe also talking about the hardest part and what better than expected. So I knew the sleep would be difficult for me because already in everyday life, I'm the person that is complaining in the evenings, like from 10 onwards. I'm like, oh, Kevin, I'm tired. I need to sleep. Like I'm in the evening. I really am not a person. Like I'm crashing. I need to go sleep. So I knew the sleeping would be hard. It would be difficult not being able or having extremely little. And I think we talked about it earlier. When I put my head down at 3 o'clock, Kevin was standing beside my mattress at 4 o'clock, waking me gently saying, sweetie, you need to get up. You need to run. I was so devastated. I was crying. I was like considering my life choices. I was like done with the world. It was horrible. Then you go up, you just get over yourself, you do it, it's fine. What I did not expect, however, because this night part, this 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock run, whatever it was so damn hard. I thought from now on it's going to be hard because you're basically not really sleeping afterwards. But I did not expect that the moment the sun comes up, you have energy. You have no idea where it comes from.
It's the body clock.
Yeah.
Let's say it works completely. Maybe if one night you don't sleep at all,
yeah,
the next morning,
maybe all
you feel
parents
feel better.
Mine was different, I think, because I waked up till the last night one. So mine was 2 o'clock. So I was awake till then. Then I did my run. Then 2 hours nap, lay down, something. Then I thought, it should be hard, but that was easy because my body just run in the night and I saw the sun coming up and I was, yes, day, night. And then I had one that we come from the city center to the park. I ran that part and that was the hardest part I had.
Yeah.
That was my hardest run. I was, where's the park? I want to stop. Stupid park. It's far away. I don't know where the end is because I didn't know the route very good. So I think that for me, it was the hardest one. And also because after my run in the morning, like night, morning, and after that one, for my experience, there was no time in between. It was like you directly. Because we had to put our stuff and clean the house where we were. So maybe that's also...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, you went for a run, you came back, you had to clean all your stuff, clean the house, and then go again for a run. You didn't know the route, so you did not know if it was the next corner and you would be there, or if it would be 2 or 3 more corners that you have to cover. Yeah.
But it's quite a long way as well, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was the timing for you. That was difficult.
Yeah, the timing, I think. And also the feeling that you didn't rest, but that's also not true because you had the rest of 2 hours, but...
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Morton, and this episode is not sponsored by any brand or anything, but we had Ben from, and I can't pronounce it because it's in Dutch, from
Morton and gewoon lekker rennen.
That's the one, yeah. And so he introduced us to those products and how it works and why we should consume them. And I have very little experience with food when it comes to prepare for a race, but I know that I was surprised in a good way with those drinks because I had enough energy the whole time to run. And I don't know exactly, it's no perfect science, but I'm pretty sure it came a lot from those drinks, from those
Yeah, I think so.
Carbo, how do you call this?
Yeah, a lot of carbs.
Sports,
yes.
yeah, that
And
basically
salt.
full of carbs. And so I don't know about you, but it was the first time I actually did mix like this, like powder things, full of carbs. And it worked well.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, for me
I'm
also.
not used to it.
Also, because before the run, you don't want to eat that much.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
This was
yeah.
perfect. You drink a little bit before and also after, so you hydrated enough. Yeah, it was perfect.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was very same as Kevin. I have zero experience with eating during a run. Well, also because we are not running that long distances.
Yeah,
So
we
it
never
was-
take gels or anything.
No, it's not really necessary. But the nice thing about the Morton is that you have, of course, they have different formats, but they have the powder and then you add it with water and then you have to shake and you have to wait a little bit. And then it becomes a little bit thicker than usual water. Because what is the case, sometimes if you drink too much beforehand, that you have it in your tummy and then when you're running, it's like shaking your tummy and you don't want that, especially if you have such a long race. And because it has this thicker consistency, and he was also describing that it becomes more solid when it is.
Yeah, it becomes in your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that made it actually really nice to run with. I'm also positively surprised.
Yeah,
The taste
me
is
too.
also
It's okay.
It tastes like nothing.
I did it
It's,
wrong the
it's
first
better
time,
than the
but-
sweet gels.
Yeah, that's true. I had once, I only tried once a gel, so I can't really compare it, but I had
Same.
once a gel and it was so sweet. And then when you're running anyway,
you need a lot of water.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to drink a half liter of water to take out all this
sugar.
sticky sugar
Yeah.
gel from your mouth, and it's not good.
Yeah.
And always it's it's on your shirt or your hands and your hands are sticky.
Yeah.
So, and this is not sticky.
No, that was easy with a nice bottle that we also received. That was nice.
Now it feels like sponsoring because we are talking a lot about
that's
it.
why I said we are not sponsored, but I mean,
They did
it's,
give us some stuff for free. And
yeah,
it
we
was-
received from TSP and also from Ben some of the stuff that we have here. But I would definitely recommend for people to try it out or something similar because for that kind of race, at least it really helped for something
true.
overnight when you need to run a couple of times in
and you
2 days
can't
or
really
more.
have big meals or
Yeah.
pizza.
We can mention this because it's worth mentioning that we had pizza twice. Once during the run, so the first night, and once afterwards because
Celebrate.
and of course it's a pizza.
Perfect
And
celebration.
that was something I would do it again.
Nice.
Yeah,
that was
definitely.
and it's also because pizza is heavy, but it's just for the mind.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
the carbs and
it feels good. You're like, first day's done. I have my pizza. And we were all at this table eating pizza in deep silence.
Quiet.
running at night
Yeah,
in the rain.
Yeah. You were running.
You
We were
running.
running in the rain. You were eating pizza.
We were silently sitting at the table.
I remember I wanted to take my camera and film this moment, or at least take a picture. And I was like, no, I'm too lazy. I just want to eat my fucking pizza. And that was nice.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to move on to the questions from the audience. Time is flying by super quickly. So Bram is not here anymore, but we are 4, so we'll try to answer the questions that we are submitting. You guys are submitting on the Instagram of What the Group Podcast, or also Facebook via DM or message. And also via speakpipe.com/whatthegrouppodcast. You can always drop us a voice message over there. All links are in the show notes as per usual. So the first question is
From
Rafael.
Rafael. From Rafael from our running crew. He says, what was the hardest relay during the race? Late at night or in the morning, etc.? Well, I think it depends per person. I
Yeah.
said already, for me, the early morning, which is still night, was the hardest.
Yeah, for me, the first one in the morning. And I know for Karen, it was the same.
Vasileios, did you even have a hard part?
Late night, but I think it was more also because I ate a lot.
The pizza thing.
Yeah.
Kevin, for you?
Well, my slowest and hardest run was at 1 a.m., where I thought I would be flying and in a good shape. That's where I felt bad. I think I had the cramp or something, and I couldn't breathe.
Was it after pizza?
That was after pizza. Yeah.
I think we ate
Same
both,
problems.
all the pizza really fast and
Yeah, too hungry, and then yeah. So that was the worst for me. And then obviously I got injured after that one. So on the 4th run, which was a good one still. So for me, it's I don't have much to judge on the second day because I didn't run, but I would say definitely the first after pizza. Yeah. I think there are two categories. It's like the runs after pizza and the runs before pizza. This is how so that was it.
And second question comes from Tim Kekstra. All my friends asked, why would you do something like this? So why would we do something like this?
We actually mentioned it before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Experience.
Yeah. We like running. We all like running anyway in the first place. And then we also like all to challenge ourselves because otherwise, well, we would not do something like this. Yeah. And community part, we are also all community runners.
Yeah. That's yeah. I think the people
also to breaking limits. I mean, to check if you can go far.
Boundaries.
Yeah.
This is actually also then a question. Well, I think we mentioned it, but would we do it again? Would you guys do it again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
100% sure?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Not singled out?
No.
You did have some because I remember
doubts.
I asked you.
Still
I think
now?
I'm not sure. Well, the thing is, I really enjoyed it. I'm extremely proud of myself. I did it. But I also still can remember how much a struggle it was. I probably would sign up when it happens again. But I would make sure that I'm off the next day after, like also Monday morning, like I just went back to work just normally. And so like I had literally an entire week after also very little sleep because we also had to then arrange some things that were not registered, like some of our runs and stuff like. So this was not a day before, maybe off, a day after off, like, so the preparation part that Kevin was mentioning, just a little bit better, a little bit more intervals before, a little bit more sleeping preparations before, stuff like that. Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, but all in all,
yes.
you would do it.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think also only if we're a team of 9. If we're a team of 6, like for example, if we would get invited for the actual race, I'm not sure. This is like a
maybe the social run, because the social run is 24 hours. And then with 6, it's okay.
Isn't it not 48? I thought Rosanne said it's actually longer. I think
there's
it's 48
also one
hours.
of 24 hours.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's maybe easier.
Yeah, because in the Netherlands, we mentioned before, we have the social run, which is one of the relay run, and the Ropa run.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. But like to come quickly back to because if you really do the original TSP with 6 people, then you are nearly running 100K per person. Again, I'm looking at you while I'm saying this. For you, this is like nothing. But I'm not sure if I'm physically able to do. You can train for it. But do you want to train for that?
Yeah, because if we go there, it's like the full competition.
Yeah.
It's not 31
That's
hours.
true.
You need
No.
to cover 550K.
Exactly.
And it's going to be more than 31 hours for sure.
Yeah.
Almost
For sure.
200K.
And also
more.
not flat.
No,
And also not flat.
And also warm.
Temperature, and you're resting not in a place like you're resting in a van that is moving.
Yeah.
This one is not really bad. It depends with the van.
No, I mean it's a big
Maybe
RV
it's okay,
or like
but
But there's constant movement, of course. Like
maybe that's
there's-
helping actually for sleep.
Yeah,
you know?
like the shaking of the van.
like the babies. Like
Yeah.
For sure, it's more because then you have to. Well, the distance you have to cover is more than we did.
Yeah.
I think I calculated the other day.
I think it's nearly 100K per person when you are 6.
Almost.
Yeah, because it's
I
like,
think so,
yeah.
A bit less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit less.
If they do all without problems, it's like a bit less than 100.
Which, again, it sounds to you like just another Sunday afternoon, but
Yeah, but again, it's completely different because it's more like a road running, and the trail running, it's completely different.
Yeah, not the approach.
You walk, you stop. When you do like this, you need to run.
yeah.
And also maybe longer shifts there. Because if you do short,
every
no time
team,
to relax.
Every team has a different approach. Of course, they don't do 5Ks all the time, but I remember a mix of 15, 10, 8, 5, and then at the end they go for shorter ones because they really want to speed up until the finish line. And they're also very excited, so they do 500 meters, 1K or stuff like that. So they really speed things up. But I think different teams, different approaches, different strategies.
Yeah. So yes, it would be cool at one point, but I think physically I'm not there yet. And also quickly talk about this. I think if we would do the same again, like 9 runners here in the Netherlands or something around 9, we would be also way better prepared of making a schedule. I think the 8K that we did in the beginning was too long. I would do 5K max, 5K rounds, because it's enough.
I like
Agreed.
the 8K, I have to say. The 8K loop.
For the first day, it was okay.
Yeah.
But I think it was really good to change.
Well, you two guys started. Like I was the fourth that was running, and it took already so long before
I was
it was.
sixth. Yeah, it was long.
Yeah, we were sitting there for.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
And also, Yvonne was the last one. She had to wait for 5 hours.
Yeah. So maybe not 8, maybe 6. I feel like 5. I don't know. It's too short, but maybe it's something we can tweak and
So like we would be way better in expecting or like calculating times, because now we know that we are actually quicker than we expect, and having shorter rounds. That's what I definitely would do differently in preparation next time.
So to answer the question, why would you do something like this? Well,
Fun,
that's for all of
community,
those reasons.
Challenges.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Why do you do anything you do in your life? Because it's fun and it's exciting and you get memories out of it, I think.
Yeah.
So yes, we would do it again. Actually, that was it, because we only have 2 questions for today. We have our usual What to Crew podcast questions, which are, if you could, so we're going to address it to you guys. If you could give one piece of advice to the listeners and viewers, what would it be? So regarding, let's say, a relay race like the TSP, or what is something that you would say to people? Okay, if you're preparing for that, think about that or do that.
For me, it's more like don't afraid to try stuff. Like also competition, longer distance or anything. You can stop. I mean, you can try. You don't be too afraid if something happen. If you feel bad, you stop. But you can try.
Yeah.
I mean, I also like this. I started. I didn't think a lot about distance and anything. And after, I think, addicted to...
Yeah, you said it before. Just like sign up and then you will see. You go for it.
Also like this, I started my first half marathon. Like a friend of mine said, okay, let's go. And I did 21 without to think.
Yeah.
Also, when I started to run, like a 1 month preparation, and I went. I didn't think.
Nice.
It's okay.
Okay.
I mean...
Agree.
For you?
Just do it.
Yeah. You said the same?
I think just do it and not thinking about too much.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I was the week before, I was like, oh, the sleep, it should be hard. And in the end, it's okay. So don't overthink it.
Yeah.
I think that's
that's a good one.
It's good to be prepared,
yes,
to know what you're going for. Yeah. But like you said, don't overthink it. Just also leave some space for improvisation, because you need some. You cannot plan everything, and like the time and the loops and how you're going to feel. You need to be having a general plan, but then be able to adapt to the situation. So I think,
Yeah. Second question: who should we invite to the show, or what topic would we love to hear about? In general, maybe.
I think about maybe food and hydration. Because maybe like Ben told us a lot before the run, but
that's true.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm not good enough about the food. I just do something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Nutrition and running. Yeah. How can it actually? I'm actually exactly like you are. I'm just doing something. Or I did the day before Google long distance running. What would be the best? And then like
pasta.
Exactly, carbs.
But also it depends with the distance or the hours. The first part of the day, the middle part of the day, you need to eat something different. It's not all pasta.
No,
this is the
sure.
problem. All we know about last week, okay, eat some extra pasta during the day and after. But there are special things to know more, to learn for all of us.
Yeah.
Because
also
we know
like
pasta.
normal days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's really important about the trainings, not only about the competition. Also, during your training, you need like stuff like Martin stuff or your water, kind of
you
salt
need to
stick.
Train the way you want to
also
race.
You need to train yourself with all this before.
Yeah.
Don't try anything like
especially
the last day.
Especially if you have one with caffeine.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Be very careful. Yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
Let's leave it with
Never
that.
happened to me, but yeah, I'm not gonna try it anytime soon. I'm gonna stick to the black ones.
I think it's cool, but I was more afraid of the Red Bull kind of stuff.
Yeah, true.
Because you don't know what it's going to do on your stomach.
Well, actually, I know what it's going to do, so that's why I didn't do any of that. Nice. Guys, we're going to close up the episode now. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining. That was a blast to have you guys on the show. And hopefully we get to do another race soon. soon. I don't know when soon is.
Yeah.
But, another kind of TSP or social run with the same group, or
Maybe
Who
the
knows?
Will be
virtual
fun.
Amsterdam Marathon.
the
Virtual Amsterdam Marathon.
yeah, probably
we
happening
do
soon.
something,
We'll probably organize something with the club. We'll see,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And there is from Alpha Running, is there an event? I think the end of October, but also in Den Haag and
The
Alkmaar.
iRun series.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard about
the
this.
shirt is from it.
Yes, true. Yeah, indeed. Yeah,
It's,
so
very
we'll
cool.
probably attend that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but otherwise we'll keep an eye open for a new relay race.
Yeah. Because if people want to know more about the Speed Project now after listening to us, they don't have a website. I looked actually it up, but they only
They
have
have the tspdiy.com, but I don't think it's going to last for long. But otherwise, you can find them on Instagram.
Exactly, all communication.
The TSP, at the Speed Project, and that's pretty much
Yeah.
it. But also the girls running squad. So you are active on Mondays for the trainings,
Yes,
right?
every
What
Monday.
time? How does
8
it go?
o'clock. And now at Corona time, we look up the location. So every Monday, a different location. And we, sometimes it's a boot camp, sometimes interval or something like that.
You switch it up. That's nice.
We switch it up.
So it's girls only. And do they need to register or?
Now in Corona time, they do.
Yeah.
But normally don't.
And how can they get in touch with you if you want to?
Just go on Facebook or Instagram and DM and it's fine.
Okay. Well, we'll leave all the links down in the description. And also you can run with us, Utrecht Running Project, every Tuesday for the social run at 7 p.m. In Neude, in Utrecht as well. And we now have also interval trainings on Thursday every other week and long run Sundays every other week. All information on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the platform that I'm not going to mention. If you guys enjoyed this podcast, don't hesitate to leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. We are basically everywhere. And also this podcast is available also on YouTube for the people who want to watch it.
You can support us on Patreon.
You can support us on Patreon, indeed.
Find our club and our podcast on Instagram. And I think that's basically it.
That's pretty much it.
Then thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for joining,
thank
guys.
you guys.
And see you around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See you with a training.
Bye-bye.
Bye.